Hi, this is Pearl and welcome to my channel. Today I have a process video for you using the Felicity Jane Grace kit, and it's about my daughter and her first ballet shoes. I am using the stencil by Dress My Craft, and it is the Distress Block stencil. You guys are going to be seeing these stencils a lot in the future because I am loving doing these stencils, and this is just on basil cardstock, white cardstock. So I'm using the Nouveau Mousse, which is in poppy pink. I'm just checking that. I wrote all my notes down on a notebook and I'm just checking it. And right now I'm going from the top left to the bottom right. You'll notice that this is my go-to and I'm gonna end up switching it up. But here I'm trying to hold on to the stencil without it overlapping onto the mousse where I first did the stencil. The photo is going to go right in the middle, so it doesn't need to be even or anything like that. Now I'm scraping all this off and then I'm going to go wash my stencil. So now I'm just going to mat this photo that I have of my daughter's feet in first position. I'm going to mat that using some of the scraps that I have. And you'll notice that when I adhere the photo down, I usually put the adhesive, and I'm using my ATG gun, in the middle so that I can pop up or layer my photo in any way I can. This way I can pick up the edges, put my foam adhesive, or slip another piece of paper in there. So I like to do that. And I only layer this with 3 pieces of paper this time. The next one is going to be a black and white polka dot, striped polka dot. You know what I'm trying to say. So after I do that, I am letting the white cardstock dry, and this Nouveau Mousse dries pretty quickly. I'm so impressed with it because by the time I end up layering it and putting my foam dimensions onto some of the corners of the layout, of the photo, it's dried and ready to go. So I'm using my Caterpillar Pro Crop, which is my favorite paper trimmer ever. It's self-sharpening and it's got the LED light so you know exactly where you need to cut. I love that. And these foam dimensional adhesives, I do not remember where I got these. These are so old. I love using my Stampin' Up! Dimensionals, and I'm sorry I'm off camera here. I'm trying to go through all of my old dimensionals before I use the Stampin' Up! Ones again, but I will have the Stampin' Up! Dimensionals linked in my description box below. So I had initially done the stencil so that it was from top left to bottom right, but I switched it up and I just flipped the paper over so that it's from top right to bottom left. Now I'm using my ATG gun and I'm just going to put this photo somewhat a little bit above halfway, just because of how the stencil markings ended up, and I don't like things smack dab in the middle unless it's a vertical design. So I'm using the alpha that came with this kit, and I'm going to title this First Position, and I want it left justified, so I have it matching up with the left side of the photo. That way I can put embellishment to the right of the title. So after I do that, I'm going to keep this pretty simple because I love that the Nouveau Mousse is part of the main attraction for this photo. So after I do that, I'm going to go through the embellishments and see which embellishments I want to use. I'm using a Sarasa Porous dark gray felt, I think it's a felt pen. I'll have it linked down below if I can find that. I'm using One Canoe 2 for the date, and I'm using the VersaFine Morning Mist, which I love because it's gray. If you've been following me for a while, you know I love to use gray pens for journaling because it's not as dark as black. And so once I found this Morning Mist, which I'll also have linked down below, I've been using this Morning Mist at all the times for dating my dates. Now I'm sorry I was off camera there. I did put the puffy sticker of the heart, and this label is one of the labels that I cut from the 12 by 12 sheet of labels. I fussy cut all of those out, and I just wrote First Ballet Shoes and then stamped the date. I'm going to use Grace, the die cut girl, and I'm going to put her to the left side of the photo, and I'm using the foam adhesive to adhere so she pops up and goes along with the picture that's popped up. I'm using a circle die cut that has a heart, green heart on it, and I'm putting that under the house. And then I'm going to put an open heart right to the left, to the right of the girl Grace. And I'm using the puffy sticker of the arrow to point to the title, and then the flag I'm going to use as well. And I'm using my kokuya adhesive to adhere that down. That's my favorite roller adhesive. And every adhesive that I have has to be repositionable because I'm known to change things around. So I'm using my kokuya adhesive, and I'm using the die cut or the chipboard that says remember, and I'm trying to decide where to put it. I wanted to put it right on the top right of the label, but it covered too much of the house. So I just put it behind the label, but on top of the heart. And then I also do that with the word smile. So there you have it. That's my quick layout for my daughter's first position. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.